Good afternoon. Well, I'm not making any videos really, but I had one of my viewers said that I should make a video and see how I'm doing. Wife is in rehab, and we don't know if she's going to be able to walk again. We don't know. So I'm pretty much down in the dumps about that. I haven't been doing anything in the shop other than dumping the dehumidifier, the small dehumidifier I got in there. It's been very, very hot and humid. Today's a beautiful day, and so I figured I'd go and paint the front walkway and the steps with this Bear number 9 watercolor right here. The kind of things have been getting neglected here. Fortunately, the grass is not growing that good, so that saves me a lot of work right there. There's a little scragglers here and there, and you know, I don't want to take the good mower out. I have the vibrating mower, which I use here, but that's buried in the shed. It used to be the tractor shed. So, and I got a couple of Tommy's old torn shorts to kneel on. I swept off the walkway out there, and we're going to paint. I gave it some thought. A couple of my viewers asked me. The last one being Doug of D.I.Y. Doug, I'm sorry I haven't been watching your videos lately because I'm not interested in 3D printing or computer stuff. But I understand you're getting back into radios again, and when you do that, I'll be watching. So, anyhow, we got to stir this up. I haven't used this in several months. The last time I painted with it was what the heck did I paint last time? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the shed, patching up the shed. So we're just stirring this up. Make the walkway look good because I haven't painted that in 2 or 3 years. So we're going to be doing that. I have to be careful when I get down on my knees. I can't get up without holding on to something. My knees are totally shot. And I can't get up off the floor without holding on to something. So, I'm undecided whether I'm going to put this video up or not, but I figured we'll make it. Tommy wanted to make a video. I just got back a couple hours ago from, maybe not even that long, from the rehab center, which is probably about 25 miles from here. It's a little further out than the one she was in before. So, I've been going up there every day for a couple hours or so. And that's about it. We're not going to get into personal discussions. All I know is they don't know how long she's going to be in there. And that's pretty much it. I'll tell you, in the rehab center or any of these places, they don't give you very much food. She had her lunch came in, a little bunch of macaroni and sauce, I guess it was. They don't give you very much. They give you a cup pudding of fruit and some juices like cranberry juice or whatever she wants, and milk and stuff like that, but they certainly don't give you very much. But she said she's okay in that respect. So I have to bring her to order her tablet and her phone so she can do the stuff on the online that she needs to do, because without her I could not do it. Anything to do with online or anything, I can't. Passwords are always wrong, even though they send me the code on the phone. Never works. The only thing I know how to do is eBay, and I haven't been buying things on eBay in many months. So, I guess let's go over to the front of the house. I'll join you over there.
I will be making videos from time to time.
Yeah, well, when he makes videos, if there's anything worthwhile putting up on YouTube, I'll do that. As far as I am concerned, I won't be doing much unless we get some real good news about my wife, and things are not looking good. Wait a mobility, just not able to stand at all. Don't get too close. I don't want you getting paint on you here. Normally you'd sand this a little bit. I'm not going to do that. We're doing a quick job. I haven't been able to do anything outside. Mostly the hot weather is too brutal for anybody to do anything outside. And not only that, but I just been running around. I don't have time to do anything around here. Just get up in the morning, go out for breakfast, and come back home.
You always go out for breakfast.
Go get the mail. Well,
I sleep.
Get the mail and
I sleep in.
Yeah, well, I offer you the opportunity.
Tomorrow I'm gonna go with Revis to Jewish City. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I'm already there. I don't go. Last time I went to Jewish City, there was nothing up there. It's not worth the trip.
But I haven't been making videos up there because there's nothing up there.
Yeah, I know it. I get up there and there's only 4 or 5 vendors, and most of them got knick-knack junk and
toys and...
Yeah, not interested in that. Knives and stuff like that.
Film cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like digital better.
Yeah, you got enough cameras.
So do you.
I mean, why? I'm not making any videos. What do I need all these cameras for?
That's true. You had given me some in the past.
I don't do any flaps anymore. It ain't worth it.
You had given me some cameras in the past.
Yeah, I'm giving you some, yep.
So I appreciate, you know.
This will probably be too long. We're going to have to shorten this a little bit.
What?
The video.
Oh. Well, I can speed it up.
As I get hunched over here, so I got to keep the strain off my back as much as possible.
I can speed it up. And
Well, if I'm talking, it's kind of hard to do. Oh, okay, let me... Get up there. My knees are totally shot. Yeah, the right way to do this is to sand it, roughing it up, but I'm not worried about it. The whole deck, the porch here inside needs to be painted. So I'm neglecting things. I'm just not in the mood to do anything anymore. And then the weather, this has been a horrible, horrible summer. I know I say that every year, but it seems like every year it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And we got a beautiful low humidity day today. I hope you can hear me all right.
You got paint on your pants, but that's alright.
Alright. I can't get comfortable. My bony knees are hitting this. Very uncomfortable. I gotta be careful I don't get paint on the house. I'm not gonna paint on the inside towards the house because I'll have it all over. I didn't think of bringing cardboard over. It's kind of a last minute decision. And I'm only going in just about a foot. And the main floor out there will get done at another time.
These steps could be painted.
Painted, yep. I know that. I gotta get off my knees. Oh. I usually have that big foam cushion. These are my work pants, by the way, my Sunday best. latex so we can use water. Like I say, I'm not going to do the inside right away until I get a piece of cardboard to put between the railing and the house. And I've been watching videos. I watch a lot of videos. It's about all I can do these days. It gets so hot, I sit in front of the fan. I have 2 fans in the bedroom blowing on me. I have the AC in the front room set to 74. But it doesn't cool the whole house, and you can't run all that stuff because you only got a 60 amp service here. So you can't run too much on it. Bring these down here, gonna need them to kneel down on. So it's been kind of a quiet life. Somebody out there?
I don't know, it's something.
I hear voices. I hear voices. Earlier in the week, we had a huge yellow jacket nest underneath the porch on the far end over there. And it took several days of me working on it. Yeah, I used 2 cans of hornet and wasp spray, and then I knocked it down with a stick, and then I filled up my pump sprayer with dish detergent and water and sprayed the hell out of that. And then took a bucket of, not all on the same day, of hot water with detergent in it and suffocated them with the soap water. You're supposed to do this at night, but I can't see at night, you know. And nothing to hold on to because of the paint of the railings. I have to hold on to this side. I didn't paint this yet. I just painted the bottom so it'll hold on to the edge and the top. So I finally got rid of it and I knocked it down with a stick, and then I drenched it with more hot water and detergent and finally got rid of it. It was huge. It was about 8 inches long, 8 inches wide. It was a very large one. Like I say, I can only do I can't do around the house and down here because I just don't want to get any paint in the house. It's harder for me to do these things.
I could do it.
No, you'll have it all over the house. Then I gotta follow it up and clean it up. And
I'm younger than you are.
Yeah, I know you are. That you are. A lot of people are younger than me. I'm as old as dirt.
Hey, but you're still here. That's a good thing.
Yeah, how much longer? I don't know. And maintenance I just can't do anymore. No needed to scrape and sand this first, but I'll do that another time and just paint it again. Anyways, it just makes it look good. That's all. I used to use the Behr porch and deck paint, and when it gets wet, it's like walking on glass. You slide all over. So I go back to the cheap stuff. Because when it dries, you don't slip on it. Something about the Behr porch and deck paint that is very dangerous when wet. Dry, it's okay. Strain off my lower back.
At least you're able to do things still.
Not much good. I did from the waist down. I can't. My knees are totally shot. My lower back is taking an awful strain on everything I do because I can't lift with my knees and never could even when I was younger. 100% with the back, 100%. And it's getting harder. And when I lift something, I'm hunched over like a horseshoe. I can just barely carry out my chop saw out of the shed. I'm so disgusted with that guy that buys things. This and that place there. He never calls me back. This stuff's going to end up in a dump. You know, one big dumpster and everything, perfectly good tools. I know it's all going to go. Same with the electronic stuff. You know, Hickok tube tester, everything, and I'm not giving that stuff away. I mean, it's my hobby. It's just that I just don't feel like working in there right now because of, well, it's been too hot anyways, but with all this going on, I'm really down in the dumps. It's about the only way I can say it. Almost to the end of the steps here. I'm getting down there. It's awful hard because I got to strain myself. I can't hold on to anything because everything's painted. So my back takes the full blunt force of everything.
You don't have to go in the other way.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not going to walk on that. Go in the back way, yeah. This stuff dries quick, though. Only time to get a dry day. Tell you, they haven't had good weather. We had an awful rainy spring and a grueling hot summer.
Like I said, I could have painted for you. It would have saved you a lot on your back, you know.
Ain't been doing much. Like I say, I've been hibernating in the house in the hot weather, watching YouTube, sitting in front of the fan, AC or whatever. Visiting my wife every day. I'm at the rehab nursing home.
I've been watching YouTube on my Fire Stick. And it looks pretty good too.
Okay. Oh, my back is taking a beating holding myself up because I can't lean on anything here. Because I gotta paint. The average guy could, you know, I used to be able to just bend down and do it, but no more. I gotta kneel down whenever I do it. I can't bend very long.
You're only 81 years old.
And my dad was 57. I could kick off at any time.
Nah, I doubt it.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna die. Just get a feeling. Can't describe it. Cannot describe it. Somebody's gotta be here to take care of my wife.
That's you.
That's right. Should have bought the rubber cushion. I'm so bony. My knees are so bony, it hurts.
Bony knees, huh?
I'm doing a real sloppy job. I swept it, but you really need to wipe it down and sand it and all that. I'm not taking that time to do that. Sanding is something I hated. It showed on my body work. I hate sanding. I really do. I always did.
This is a quick paint job.
Yeah, just to make it look better, that's all. This stuff don't predict anything. It's just a watercolor, that's all it is. The cheapest bare red wood you can get. Solid stain. But I've used it for years. It covers good. It looks good. And that's all.
Revis takes me out Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursday. 4 days a week. I'm happy. Using the W1 camera. My camera here. I haven't used it in a while and I still got a charge in it.
Yeah, we're not making videos anymore like we used to. Matter of fact, I haven't been making any. Today's the first one I made since I put that last video up there a couple months back.
You gonna keep up there?
Oh yeah. I'm taking it down. There's people that probably haven't seen it. There's a lot of people probably, haven't watched my videos because I haven't been putting anything out. So they don't probably check in or maybe not even get subscribed anymore. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. There's no way to find out if so-and-so is still subscribed to your channel. I tried. You have to go through all the names to find out. And I was always curious about that. Is John Doe still subscribed to my channel? There is no option for that. What you have to do is go in on their channel and every single one you got to step through and they're not in alphabetical order. Oh, they don't need that aggravation. Anyways, my videos are not that really anything to brag about anyways. I just like to do things and share things with people, but it's getting to a point now where none of my stuff is any good anymore. The wood is soaking it up. I haven't painted this in a few years. Like I say, I can't do the backside. I'll come back at another time and take a cardboard and go along the house and I can slap the paint on there. Alright, now I'm going to do the walkway. Well, anyways, Doug of D.I.Y emailed me and would like me to do a video and just to see if I'm alive. And yeah, I'm alive. I don't know how much longer, but I am alive. And
Another 20 years, hopefully.
No, not going to live to be 101. When you get about 80, you're ready to kick the bucket. Most people are at the end of their life by that time. there isn't any. There's very few that live longer. There are some that do, and they're very fortunate. But my wife is only 71, so and she can't walk. She's got lymphedema, build up fluid in her legs, and her legs are totally numb, and they collapse. They're very, very shaky, and she can't even stand anymore at all. So they're giving her physical therapy, but she's been in there for about a week right now. She had to be in the hospital for, I think, 3.5 days, and then they admitted her, and then she went to the rehab. Unfortunately, it's not the same rehab. It has a good rating, but the problem is I got to drive almost twice the distance. But it's a rural road. I don't like highways. I don't mind if I'm familiar with them. I don't like driving to big towns and big cities and coming back. There was a small town, but there was a lot of traffic. And I can't deal with lots of traffic. It's the same way. Complicated things like computers and programs. And, my wife's got a Windows 11 laptop, and it's totally different. I've got one, but I don't use it that much because it's very hard to navigate in it. It was different than, I wasn't even getting used to Windows 10 yet. It's just too much. And I don't like watching computer videos because I just get confused with them. So, I don't. So I'm still using Windows 7. And I'm much more comfortable with that. Unfortunately, the browser keeps giving me a notice saying I'm Google Chrome, but you can't update it. But it still works. But once in a while I'll get a video saying update your browser. You can't update your browser because there is no updates for Google Chrome on Windows 7. Now, but most of the videos play okay. But every once in a while I'll get one I'll click on and it can't do it. So I go to good old Firefox and I can watch it there.
I wonder if Firefox is available on Fire Stick. I gotta find out.
I don't know anything about that. Dave's, what's that chapter that? It's looking better. I gotta go and do the outside afterwards. Okay. Going along here. There isn't, this summer so far, there's only like 2 good days so far that we had. I can breathe again. It's so humid I can't even breathe. I can't get my breath. I feel like I'm suffocating. And in the house I got the fan going on me. It doesn't do nothing, just blows hot air around. As you see, I can't run too many ACs. My wife uses it. And she needs it more than I do. We keep it at, on the AC we keep it at 74 in the house. Which is a good temperature for AC in the summer. And really can't open windows here because most of the windows, except for the kitchen window near the sink, got stuff in front of it. You can't get at it. And anyways, we just run the AC, and right now we just got the AC fan going. Obviously we don't need the AC going today. It's really good weather. And that's what I like. This is the kind of weather.
It was Revis's idea to go to Jewish City, so we're gonna go with it.
Yeah, well, I think you're gonna go to Jewish City tomorrow, but I wouldn't. I went up there a few weeks ago, and it's a waste of time. And I haven't been up there in a long time. And I got up there, and there's only like 5 vendors. and
There's some new ones
5, maybe
inside.
6 vendors, and there's nothing.
There's new vendors inside.
Yeah, I don't bother with the inside. It's the same old stuff inside. You know, the same items every time you go up there.
Went to Goodwill this past week and got a micro projector for $6.
Yeah, that is very rare with Goodwill, because they charge an arm and a leg for stuff that they get free. You know, and yeah, $6.
Works
If I
good.
saw it, I would have bought it myself. It's a very tiny little thing, and it's got an LED for a lamp. Brand new, $6. I mean, that must have been. They must have mismarked that, I'll tell you, because you know, you don't find stuff like that. You
No.
find something that's 25 years old for $6 and don't work. Most of the stuff you get at Goodwill, it's a crapshoot and doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't like buying things at Goodwill. They're not. And the Goodwill lately don't have anything. Mostly clothes now. Even the household items, they don't have very much. And what they do have is very expensive.
I can plug a flash drive in it, my camera in it. Has HDMI on it. Headphone jack, AV port. Has everything. And it's good graphics too.
Yep. No, around here, nothing much is going on in old goat territory, and I'm gone most of the time. And well, in the morning. In the morning it is. Afternoon and evenings and nights I'm here, but I go home for breakfast. That's about the only good thing I do. I eat, but that's what I like to do.
I'm getting chicken tenders and fries from over here tonight.
Is that what you're getting?
Yep, kids portion.
I'm gonna get fish. They have great little fish over here at the little pizza house. They have pollock or haddock, very, very good fish, tender white meat. Each stick is $2.15. So I get 6 sticks. Light breading. I don't like it crunchy and hard. I like mostly the fish, because when I started getting it there was more breading and it was all crunchy, and I can't chew it. Hurts my gums and my teeth, the little I got. And I had them cook the breading, light on the breading. When I used to get fish and chips in the restaurant years ago, when we ate as a family, I used to peel off all the breading and just eat the fish, because that's what I come for. Same with the French fries. Now I can get the fish here at this local little restaurant without the French fries. So it's a little over $12 for 6 pieces of fish with no French fries, and I get a thing of tartar sauce, and I go to town on it.
Ugh.
That's what I'm gonna get.
Tartar sauce.
You've gotta have tartar sauce. You know, I missed out last week. Was it last week? Or week before? I get my
Week before, I think.
Yeah, I went to they had a car show over here locally, and so I went to it. It was very, very hot, very, very hot, cooked in the sun. I got there. There was a lot of activity, and I saw a vendor, Mr. Hot Dog. Here's the guy. It's like $3.75, $4 for a big fat hot dog with sauerkraut. And the line had about 25 people in it, and it wasn't moving, and I was standing in the hot sun. I went right home. I didn't even get to look at the cars. I can't take the hot baking sun. I can't. I never could, and I'm worse as I get older. I wasn't going to stand in the line for at least 25 people, because I have no patience waiting in line. I don't mind a little bit. When I see long lines, I go away. Same in the store. I says, I don't need the item that bad. And I'm going to stand in line, and my lower back bothers me standing too long. right across the belt line. I just can't stand long. You know, if you're talking to somebody and you're standing up, and I'm standing there 10 or 15 minutes, I finally start walking, I can hardly walk. I'm hurting, and stiff up and everything else. I just can't stand. I gotta sit down, and I'm okay. Well, years ago, when I used to go to the Jamboree in Wheeling, West Virginia, I saw the Charlie Pride show. I think in 1974, I believe it was. I stood in line.
I got those recordings.
I had purchased the tickets, of course, in advance.
I got those audio recordings. Jamboree.
I got videos of that too on YouTube, I think, somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
But I had 8mm film, sound movie film, so as I mentioned so many times before on previous videos, your 8mm runs at 18 frames a second.
That's jerky.
And it goes for 3.5 minutes. On the Super 8 sound or silent, they both run at 18 frames a second.
Isn't that jerky?
Yeah. 18 frames a second. Yeah, but that's film speed. And your 16mm, which I never owned a camera that can record that, runs at 24 frames a second. Your regular 8mm runs at 16 frames per second. I've had them all except the 16mm. I had several in the years past 16mm sound movie projectors. I've had several of them. Way back in the 70s, I had one. Probably about 1973 or 4. All right, Tommy's Bob Lob W1 died out, so I'm not sure exactly where we left off. We were talking about 8mm sound and 8mm films and the speeds and so forth. I think I discussed all that. I'm almost at the end of the walkway here, so when I'm done with that, I'm going to be going down to the side and we'll join you over there. So I got to move my skinny frame.
It's not that skinny.
Almost couldn't get myself up. My knees are so bad. Oh. I didn't do a very good job of trimming the grass around it, but I'm not going to worry about it. It just needs painting so bad that anything is better than nothing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, it was a Bell & Howell. I think it's a 156 or something like that. It was a 1940s sound, 16mm sound projector that I rebuilt in the amplifier in it in the 70s and recovered it with vinyl. Not a very good job, of course, because I couldn't do the corners and the folds and stuff. But anyways, that was working really well, and I used to go to my neighbors when I was in the CB at that time, and I used to have full-length westerns and some dramas, sound movie film, and it worked very well. The only thing is, the films I had, they were patched, and of course, I'd have to keep stopping the projector because it would hit the bad spot, even though it was repaired, and it would get out of step. And the loop, you got a loop on the bottom, because if I'm not mistaken, I think the aperture for the 16mm between that and the sound pickup sensor, which was think it was a variable resistor. Now, positive, it's been so long, is 24 frames between the soundtrack and the aperture of the part of the video, or the film, I should say, that you're watching.
You know all about that stuff, I don't.
And the reason that you can't have the soundtrack along with the frame that where the light is going through and then goes to the lens and goes to the screen, and you can't have the sound adjacent to it, is because as a projector works, it jerks down like that, okay? And what it does is you can't have the sound like that, so the sound is going to be 24 frames below that, and then there's a loop that takes up that jerkiness, so it's a smooth transition to the capstan. There was a pinch roller in the capstan, and then the sound pickup head is either a magnetic stripe or an optical, and the ones I had were optical. In other words, they did not have a magnetic stripe on the film, they had an optical soundtrack. Yep, I did all that stuff. Alright, so we get almost done here. Unfortunately, we're not very pretty in here, but overall, it looks pretty good. I think. It looks better than it did. So, anyways.
I haven't used my ZE-1 Kodak in a long time.
Yeah, I have to go break into the ZE-1 because of the fact that the bobble valve went dead. Unfortunately, the bobble valve don't have a battery indicator.
No, it don't.
So you don't really know when the battery's going to crap out until it does, and then it's too late.
Video's probably an hour long, who knows?
Just put it up there, you don't need to speed it up. I flapped long enough, maybe somebody might want to hear me flap. So let's just not speed it up, just edit out the transitions, you know, and that's it.
I'll use CapCut on my tablet. It works good in my Windows 10.
When you put the... I can't walk up there yet because it's not safe. It's not dry enough, so I'm going to do the backside of these things.
I'm recording now.
Okay. As I probably mentioned in the earlier part of this video, we're going to be doing the backside of the railings. You know, like on the edges on the house. I don't know the time because this is still wet. And I'm going to have to put cardboard behind there so I can actually hit the brush in there without worrying about splattering into the house. So, right now, yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, old movies of the 40s and 50s.
Not me, I watch comedies.
Oh, no, I love them old movies, you know.
I watch comedies.
Crime drama, all those. They're good movies.
That Gateway you gave me, I watched Gunsmoke on it yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't usually
the Gateway's Windows XP.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good little notebook, you know. Down at the end here, point the camera down to the end. There was a huge yellow jacket nest up in the framework of the 2x8s way down the end, and so this pulls out, and I got in there and shot a bunch of hornet wasp spray in there, and then and some soap and stuff, and knocked it down with a stick, and then they were still flying around. And I come out in the evening and I sprayed the hell out of them 2 or 3 times, and then the next morning they were still flying around, but the nest was all crushed and on the ground.
Ugh.
I hate yellow jackets and hornets and stuff. I hate them things. You know. They had a few weeks ago, I was working on checking the windshield of the big van, and I'm going to go show you that now. And there was a yellow jacket's nest in the cowling. Matter of fact, I'm going to get my carcass up off this table, off this thing here, and show you after I get this hit here. All right, let's put the brush over here. I'll show you. Come over here. Okay, maybe about a month ago, I went to clean this out. This cowling is all loose, and I have to go to safe light. Don't get too close, I won't focus. It's loose. See, it's all loose, and there's a lot of debris in here. So I'm gonna have to pull that back, clean it out, and put silicone in here. Now the guys in the window place say you don't use that, but that's all I've got. And they got this other stuff that they use, but it needs to be a special gun that heats it and puts it in. So I don't have that, so I'm gonna pull this out and clean it. But anyways, when I was checking that, bees come out of here, and they got stung twice out of here. So I took hornet wasp spray and went all the way down. There's a nest in the cowling inside here. I think it's gone now, because I kept hitting it. And so
you don't like bees.
This cowling goes up about here, and who knows where the nest is in there.
I don't like bees either.
I hate them. I hate them. Every time I see a yellow jacket, I'll hit it every time with a spray. Yeah. All right. So, all right.
This will be an interesting video. I'm gonna go to Old Orchard Farm this year with Revis and take my camcorder with me, or whatever I use.
Yeah, this is where the nest was, up in here, in this corner. It is now on the ground, crushed up. All right, so I haven't painted this. This is bare external paint, and it held up really good. But I haven't had to do this. So luckily, it's getting harder for me to do that. And that's a regular house paint too. Can't think of the name of it now, but it's a good brand. It should be for $22 a quart. It's ridiculous. But I haven't bought paint in a while for this. But I'm always checking the eaves here and here for nests. But there isn't any. Okay, I think we're going to end this video. Like I say, I'm going to come back on this at another time. I don't know what that is, but I gotta hit that. Seems to be a... Right. I probably am going over it, but no big deal. Okay, all right, folks, that's it for today. You can't say you're not hearing from the old 64 goat. He's around. How much longer, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.